Hey mate, how you going?
Good. How about you, man? You all right?
Not too bad. I'm just gonna turn you up a bit in my headphones.
Oh, you're good. I see a bass in the background. I see a guitar back there. What is that ship on that wall up there too, right behind you? That's
Yeah,
cool,
so
man.
that's one of the Pirates of the Caribbean Lego sets.
Oh, sick, dude. Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cool, man.
yeah,
That's kind of
man.
what I thought it was. I didn't want to assume,
Yeah,
but that's really cool, man.
it's gonna
Whoa.
get it's gonna get replaced when I eventually build my DeLorean. So, but I do love it, and yeah, that's my American Performer Fender Strat over there that I love.
Cool, dude. Yeah, that's really sick. Is that a P bass? It looks like it, right? It's hard to
No,
see, but wait,
that's
it's
genuinely a crappy little uh
I can't
some
move
kind
my
of Fender.
screen.
I think it's a Squire. It's not a very
Oh, that's
good,
cool.
but
Hey,
it does
that's
the
okay
job.
though. Honestly, I've tried some squires out that are awesome. I mean, it's about the wood and it's about the style of
Mm.
it. You never really know.
Not exactly. I picked it up cheap off Marketplace, so I wasn't complaining.
Yeah, that's cool too, right?
Yeah. So you guys you're on a break at the moment until you hit Australia, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. We just completed the first leg of this whole tour, the first US run, and then a couple shows in the UK, a couple shows in Europe, and now we've had like about a month off, and I think we have like 3 more weeks off, and then we're coming down. We just have
Yeah,
some
man.
rehearsals there, yeah.
How do
But
you
I guess, yeah.
go relaxing at home? Do you have much you can do to keep yourself occupied?
I'm a slave to my dogs, so I am constantly constantly stuck in like it's I can't say the words right now because they're finally sitting down and it's been all day. Like the one has never my big one doesn't lose energies and he's like 5 now.
Yeah, yeah.
And that dude just constantly never stopping. He's just always on 10. You know what I mean? So it's like he likes to play with those round things that are like really flat and you throw it. I don't want to say
Yeah.
it because he's gonna freak the fuck out right now. And then I have a little one who is just 2 years old. He's really spicy, but oh, I can't even pick him up right now. He doesn't want me to. Yeah, they keep me busy the whole time I'm home. That and I'm trying to go through the songs again and like kind of re-prep. I know it's only been a month off, but I like to keep my chops up as
Oh,
much as I can.
of
Of
course,
course.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like as we mentioned, you are heading to Australia next month. And so you're playing 21 shows across Australia. And the tour shows you guys playing the three first albums, three second, like three separate nights. How's the tour been so far? Like you said, you've been to the UK and a couple across the States. How's that been so far?
Oh man, it's incredible. Like it's been way better than we imagined, and that's what's getting us so excited about the Australian section is that, well, for our singer alone, because he lives in Australia, so for him alone, he's
Yeah.
like happy about the whole thing, not having to travel so much. But for us, we're excited to come back and be able to hang out and be able to spend some serious time down there.
Yeah, it's a long time, man. That's a big,
Yeah, it's like
big run of shows. That'll be the
it's like a
longest you've
month.
probably spent over here. Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Me
I've
personally, it'll be the longest time, like a month and a week or a month and something like that, month and change.
that's a long time.
Mm.
I've been watching bits of the doco that have been coming out on YouTube, like, and the sets look awesome, like the stage setups. Are you bringing the full setup with you to Australia?
Well, we're bringing as much as we can. It's really difficult because some of that stuff is so heavy and the traveling
Yeah.
of it is just not quite as possible. We're bringing a version of it. I'm not exactly sure what the finalized version was. I'm bringing a version of it. It's still going to be incredible. It's just traveling that far and the way that shipping costs go nowadays.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just I mean it's ridiculous.
yeah, yeah.
And we can't get something made down there because all of our set designs are actually made by our drum tech and front of house guy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so our
that's
last
awesome.
three our last three major tours like have all been made by those guys, and they're incredible. They really care. They have a whole company based off of it now, just because we gave them the chance to like
Yeah.
experiment and just go for it because we trust them so much. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's, I mean, yeah, they obviously do put into like just the In Love and Death setup alone just looks insane. Like,
They're
yeah.
incredible. They're
Uh,
incredible.
Um, how long was this tour in talks before you actually told the rest of the world? Because it must have been a while.
Yeah, actually, so we've joked about it for years now, because we did the first, well, it was a 15 year, but it was kind of set at the wrong year. It was just timing
Mm.
made it be a 15-year one. And so we did a 15-year one. I think it should have been called a 16-year because I think technically it was a 16-year, but it's just that's stupid. So we just kept it as a 15-year one. Yeah, whatever. Um, and so we did that. And since then, we've kind of joked about doing another one at some point. I know bands do this often. They do like a 20-year, like a 10-year, like a 5-year, something weird,
Yeah.
And the 25 one just kind of feels right to us in a sense. And we've joked about doing the first three records. If it was up to me fully, I would do the first four records because
Really?
artwork to me is one of my favorite records of all time to use. It didn't do as good as the first three because of timing and the way that it leaked. It leaked like 6 months
Mm.
early, so everybody burned the shit out of that record. Like
Yeah.
it's just how it goes. We were doing like meet and greets for like 6 months, signing burnt copies of it. It was kind of
Oh,
wild at the time. It was
jeez.
wild at the time.
That's
Yeah.
gutsy for people to bring them in, but yeah.
Oh, dude, you have no idea how many we signed. It was kind of insane. But I think just the first three makes the most sense because obviously no one's ever done a three record, 3 night tour before. So we're
No.
kind of doing something that's kind of at the time. I mean, it's still the same time, but before the first tour happened, nobody knew if it was going to work, So we were kind of doing some risky stuff. Like booking agents were like, we're going to try this, and management was like, we're going to try this, but we're not really sure if it's going to be okay and if it's actually going to work as a tour. Like
Yeah.
maybe 2 3 shows, sure, but a tour of it, oh, it's kind of risky. But to everyone's surprise, and it worked out really well because we have such good diehard fans that love the use so much.
Yeah, and that's
Ugh.
true. Like your fan base is hello.
That's the spicy one. Can you believe
Yeah.
it?
I've
Yeah,
got a
he's
friend who's got a dash and she is absolutely nuts. Those things
yeah,
are crazy.
they're crazy. They're crazy. They will eat. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to eat me one day. Like he's like I have a big dog who's like part German Shepherd, and he is awesome. He's the chillest. And this was my third dachshund. I don't know why I do this to myself. Three dachshunds. And they're very cute, very stubborn, big pain in the ass, but something about them. There's something about them that's
Uh,
really sweet.
yeah. Yeah, no, as we were saying before, like your fan base is I don't know what it is that what the specific appeal was because you weren't exactly the only like I don't know what other term to use, but emo hardcore type band going at the
Yes,
time. But there was something special. So like you guys really the fan base. I am part of that fan base. Like, and I don't know what it was. It just so yeah, your fan base is very loyal, which is
for
a
sure, man. I
good.
appreciate that too, because I don't know, like something in the beginning, I relate it to Bert's voice because Bert's voice and the words that Bert uses to write sort of makes
Hmm.
it easily relatable to anyone in any situation, because
Yeah.
Bert's not writing from like, oh, like trying to remember what happened in school or something and trying to be like, oh man, me back in like third grade or me back he's like writing from like shit that actually happened in his like
Yeah.
his actual reality of life that we all go through in the same situations,
Mm.
addiction, family problems, love and loss, like all of that. And Bert writes straight from the heart from all that stuff. And for me personally, it's easily relatable.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like when In Love and Death came out, I just remember that album was everything to me because as well as musically, because I was just kind of going into musicianship at the time. So musically, it was something else. But yeah, I think there was just something about Bert's voice and his lyrics that, like, it was enough that I have "In Love and Death" tattooed across my back. So
That's awesome, dude. Actually,
yeah.
I just got my first heart news recently.
Oh,
It's
dude.
really terrible though, so I'm not going to get too much of a zoom in on it. It's actually really bad, but my friend did it, so I don't really care.
Oh man, it stands out. So that's good.
That's
That's
all
good,
right.
man.
Yeah, whatever. I don't really care anymore. I'm too. You have enough tattoos, it doesn't really matter if they're good or not anymore.
No one's gonna hone in on one tattoo.
No, and
Um,
even if they did, I really care anymore.
so because you have played self-titled and In Love and Death. You did that tour here as well. Um,
Mhm.
but this will be, I believe, the first time you're doing Lies for Liars in its
Yeah.
entirety.
Well, here's the funny thing about that. So Lies for Liars, when it came out, this is the first record our drummer Dan,
Mm.
he was in the studio the entire time. So technically he's not credited on the record, but he was there for
Oh,
all of it. He jammed on all of it. He played, he didn't record any of it, but he played for all
oh,
of it.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's not credited because he didn't record it, but he was there for the entire thing. Actually, if you check the B-sides from this era, he
Mm.
recorded all the B-sides. So
Oh,
it's
cool.
politically the timing was weird to have Dan record on the record is really what it was, you know. And so
Okay, yeah.
we kind of had to make an executive call to make that work out, but which is stupid, but it is what it is. Ultimately, this record was hardly ever played in its full. Like I would say 1/3 of this record has been played ever. So 2/3 of it
Wow.
have been kind of, yeah, 2/3 have been like since this obviously I'm talking about like this year. Besides this
Yeah, yeah,
year,
yeah,
2/3 have never been played. So it's really exciting.
yeah.
So coming down to you guys and be able to play it, it's not just the first for you guys. It's like the first, still kind of new for us. It's still kind of like
Still
the first for
fresh.
us to play this. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, because like I'm not gonna lie, like it's been a long time since I actually played that album straight through. My
I get
like
it.
my go-to is In Love and Death. It's like I said, it's a staple for me. Um, I'd
That's cool.
forgotten not just production-wise, but song-wise as well. Like it's such a powerhouse of an album. Like I just like I never doubted it, but playing right through, I was like, holy shit, I totally forgot some of these songs. Like it's crazy. How was it for you personally revisiting this album?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, in general, revisiting these first three records was really interesting because it's brought up. So before we play, I think I'm not 100% sure yet because I don't know what our full production setup is for, you guys yet, but in the States, we had a video per night that would play before we go on. And it's sort
Hmm.
of an edited video of what happened at that time. So there's like little bits
Oh,
of
cool.
just video only from that timeline. Like the first record clips only from that timeline, second record only from that timeline,
Yeah.
which nostalgic wise, it's really interesting for me because obviously, like, yeah, obviously, me and Bert were around for all of that, but
Hmm.
being able to see it again because I don't go back and I don't watch any of our like DVDs or any of our old footage just because like, why do I want to watch videos of me? It's,
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of ego or whatever. I don't really care, but going back and rewatching it before we go on every night has been like hitting me in these like weird inspirational, or playing the record all the way through. Like me and Bert will be joking about stuff and trying to remember things that would happen and trying to like, just relive things and make jokes about stuff. Cause pretty much as a band and as a crew, we're like all really good friends. So we hang
Yeah.
out the whole time and we're rehearsing all for every single tour. Sorry if I'm ranting too much. Please tell me to
No,
shut the
go for gold,
fuck up.
man. Go
Okay.
for gold.
I rant.
This is what I
I'll
want.
rant. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll rant a lot. So, but we just like when we do rehearsals for tours, like we just hang out mostly, like we'll go through like a record or a song or two and we'll like make fun of each other or like make a joke about something or somebody will play something wrong or somebody play something that isn't on the record and we'll be like, oh well, okay, that was cool, keep playing that, or
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
whatever, we'll just fuck around because it's like our time to just be fun,
yeah.
the shows are obviously our time to be fun too, and we will still fuck around and still make mistakes and still tease each other. That doesn't change. But um when we're doing all this, it was really interesting because me, Bert, and even Dan will like nostalgically talk about things that we remember from happening around those records and
Yeah.
just stuff in the past and living together at the time and place that we did and
Mm.
being able to like because we had to live in like housing during certain times because none of us lived in LA the first all three records? Let me think. Bert did for a minute there. Actually, no, that's not true because Bert lived in LA after the first record, I'm pretty sure. But then after that, we all would get like apartments and live together for like most of those
Yeah.
recordings and stuff, So it was really awesome reliving all that. That was a long story just to say it was awesome to relive all that. But you understood what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, no, I totally get it, man.
Oh, okay,
That's
yeah.
that's awesome. Um, I wanted to ask you personally as Jet, like,
Mm,
because when it comes to the songwriting and all that, like as a bass player, you don't just follow the root note. That's not your thing. You kind of follow the root note and then you shoot for the stars. Like the stuff you do, all your runs and that, like really can change the way a use on sounds. Um, how did you find relearning some of those runs on any of those albums? Because some of those runs are nuts. Like, I don't know how you remember them.
Most of it's, I mean, I change stuff up because really, I mean, I appreciate that though, by the way. Most of it, I mean, you'll find like a root note or something, and then anything in
Yeah,
that like scale or key you can kind of fuck around with. And some stuff I'll like keep the same. It all really depends because we kind of jazz stuff up a little bit live. And to me, bass is so weird because bass, I'm like the secret power, you know what I mean? Like I can
no,
change a chord, you know what I mean? I can change the whole song with like one note. If I'm like, oh hey, I'm
you
gonna go here,
100% do that. Yeah,
whole song is like, oh fuck, I guess we're going this way. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
everybody else sounds like if I make a mistake, everybody else sounds wrong, you know? And
yeah,
obviously, you understand what I'm saying there.
yeah, yeah,
But I try to like bridge because I want the vocals are the most important thing in the song, obviously. And the
yeah,
rhythm, to me, the rhythm is the most important thing. But most people connect with the vocals. I connect with rhythm. So I
yeah,
want the rhythm to shine and I want to vibe with the rhythm, but also I want some kind of bass melody to come out of that. And so
yeah,
a lot of the times when we're recording or jamming or even revisiting, which is what we're sort of talking about right now, I like to keep what was on the record, but also come up with like a different vibe that is just subtle enough that I can throw something spicy in there to sort of enhance
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I
Yeah.
like what you were saying about the because I was listening to a lot yesterday, and the way you talk about how you personally can really change the way the song sounds. Like, I think one of my favorite parts on any song ever is just what your bass does on the second half of Take It Away. Like, it really,
Ah, the
I don't, and so much of that, like even just the outro, what you're doing is stunning, man. Like, it
oh,
changes,
cool,
yeah,
man.
man.
It's cool because it stays in that key, it just kind of throws in like it makes it minor for a minute and a major for a minute. It's really
Exactly,
cool.
yeah. And I'm the same as you. I love
Yeah.
the rhythm when it comes to a song. That could be being a guitarist, bass player thing, but I totally relate to what you're saying, and I love that. It's awesome, man.
It's cool. It's a hard bridge, right? Because you don't want to. I mean, there's so many notes to play, but it's not
Mm,
about what you. It's not about the notes that you're playing. It's about what you're not playing sometimes, which is confusing. Because then you have
I
two hands
totally get it.
here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you want to like play stuff, but then you also want to hold back and not play stuff. And sort of that like in between part is so difficult because sometimes, you know what I mean? You have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like kind of judge yourself on be like, it's almost like ego versus, like ability and ego versus like what's proper. And it gets complicated, but I appreciate that, dude, a lot. Thank you.
That's all right, man. Running out of time, man. I far out, man. I could have had a million questions for you because I could geek out on just your bass gear and everything like that. But
Hey, I'm
yeah.
always here, so let me know, dude.
Look, man, we're gonna have all the details in the show notes and that below in the links and all that for the shows. But before I go, just personally, like I said, the first couple of albums got me through some really rough times, and I think so many other people around the world are. So I really appreciate that you're bringing these three albums out, man, and I love you for it. It's fantastic, and it's been an honor to talk to you, man. Thank you so much.
Dude, I really appreciate that, man. I'd hug you if I could right now. Oh,
Let's get in there. Yeah. Oh, that's the best. Thank you so
uh,
much, man. You have a great rest of your day or night, whatever
yeah,
it is.
yeah, totally. I get it. Yeah, right on. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah.